Did you know that the word eternity appears around 129 times in the Bible? But what does eternity even mean? Well, eternity has a few definitions. Number 1, infinite or unending time. Number 2, timelessness. And number 3, endless time after death. Endless time with God is what we get when we trust in Jesus. And the amazing man who we're about to look at wanted, with God's help, to spread this message of eternity to many people. Arthur Stace was an Australian soldier and later became a good-for-nothing alcoholic. Then one day, God put it on his heart to write eternity on the pavement. He felt in his pocket and found a piece of chalk, so he did, in a beautiful copperplate style. For 19 years, people around Sydney would see the beautiful chalk word eternity, and no one knew who was writing it on Sydney's walls and footpaths. Then, in 1956, Arthur was proclaimed Mr. Eternity in the Telegraph. Arthur Stace as Mr. Eternity is still remembered today around the globe for his dedication and faith until death. The word eternity was even put on the Sydney Harbour Bridge in 2000, and then shown at the 2000 Olympics as part of the opening ceremony. This was seen by millions of viewers around the world. It was an amazing part of Australia's history and just another example of God's power working through human weakness.
All right, now let me see.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Now, in the barn I keep my tractor, in the pond
I had no doubt really as a child that God was there and that this was an authentic and real message, and I had to learn Psalm 23 as a 5-year-old in Dublin for my Sunday school exams. Why don't they bring them back? and that was, it wasn't just words, but they were really comforting, potent sort of words. And as a little kid, I came to understand a bit more of what the Bible teaches about those dynamics, and that was really a critical time, and I learnt lots of Bible verses, and I was really encouraged about that decision. I mean, I thought, wow, that's like chocolate. I really did think that. You can be a sinner, which I didn't need any convincing about, and then God says, but trust in Jesus and that'll be forgiven and we can have an eternal relationship. Oh, gee, let me think about it. Because that happened as a child, I think that's given me a real respect for what God can and does and will do in the lives of children. And I do love the connection with kids and families, and I love the substance of that, because having had 4 kids and raised 4 kids, I know how important the fabric of the spiritual life and just the creative life, the atmosphere of what occupies the family environment becomes really precious, and I'm really grateful for the small part that I've been able to play in family lives, because that's quite a sacred season. Yeah.